I don't really know what I'm going to say. I feel like I've got lots of stuff. So, well, let's see how this goes. Hello. I'm going to be taking a break, so there won't be one of these for a while. There also won't be any Paz videos for a while. Originally I had this sort of 64 episode script written, but each time we've filmed I've kind of taken 7 or 8 episodes out of that script, and originally they were from the beginning, but then as I've gone on I've taken them from further and further away in the script. I've basically mined it for the best episodes and brought them at the beginning, and then rewritten them. The series is still going in the same direction. It's still going to hit the same points, but there are parts of it that are very different, and most of that 64 episode 150 page script is, the rest of it is kind of unusable at the moment in its current form. And what I was worried about and aware of was that every time I booked in a shoot, like the producing side of this, even though there are so few people involved, is still, like any kind of project, it's just a nightmare. When you have kids and also have a day job and are trying to work around other people who are also very busy, it's incredibly difficult. I find. So and that part was kind of taking over, and I felt like that if I originally was going to shoot at the end of this month, so next weekend basically, I just felt like that if I gave myself such a short window, I just was going to rush the scripts and it wasn't going to be that great. And I sort of felt as well that we were kind of starting to tread water a bit. Of the last sort of 20 odd episodes, I've always been quite clear with myself and with other people working on it that it was very kind of experimental, and I wanted to see how it went. Now I've kind of seen how it's gone. I've got a good idea about how it's going to work going forward if we carry on as we are. I've got a better idea of how YouTube works, and I feel like I need to kind of step back and work out what we're going to do next. I spent a lot of time with various people over the last few weeks trying to justify or trying to convince people that I do actually know what I'm doing. Because I think with recently not everyone's been sure. And a part of that has been me trying to figure out whether I do know what I'm doing, and figuring out different ways to think about it. And the way I'm thinking about it now is less. It was always written as like a film, really. It was a film split over 64 episodes, but it was structured like a film. And I've started to think about it a bit differently, because that structure doesn't really work, doesn't really fit into what we've done, and it didn't fit into what we were doing. Like, as I was making the episodes, I was like, well, we should really go into the second act and have more stuff happening here, but it doesn't feel quite right. And so we kind of extended what would be the first sort of 10-15 pages of a feature, I think ended up being most of what we filmed already. That only makes sense if you're a writer, and even then I'm not sure it makes sense. But the point is, I started to see it more like a TV series, like where you've got what we've just filmed is kind of like the first season. Because if you look at it in isolation, Paz starts the season kind of a mess, and well, not exactly a mess, but she's sort of a recluse. She's got like problems sleeping, she's got other issues. So she decides to do YouTube, and that starts to help. Into that comes this Pigman, who's the sort of stalker character, and kind of starts to threaten that. She figures out a way to get past it, and at the end of the season, the last 2 episodes, she kind of wins. She goes to more with the gathering, like I'm really happy with how the Gathering video turned out, and the reason is it's so totally different in tone from anything else, and Paz is totally different in it, and that was always the intention, was that she would sell out. You know, these are the people really that in the ukulele episode she was railing against, and here she is sort of singing songs in a park. Like, to me it was perfect, and it also is the kind of perfect end because she's done what she set out to do. At the beginning she said she wanted to feel like part of a community, and at the end she is in that community and very much a part of it. And then at the very end we have the episode in the pub, and that's kind of a good note to end on because it's similar in that it's like here she is out in the real world, she's doing okay, except there is this sort of uncertainty there in that video, and it's subtle. Most of it is Cheryl, but when you see Cheryl's face in that video, she really doesn't look happy, even though all her friends are. So, and which was the intention. I mean, and it worked really well. And that was a weird one to do because I feel like I spent so much time trying to sort out actors for it. Again, it was that producing side that I just didn't really prepare as much as I would have liked to. I don't know, maybe shouldn't say this, but a lot of the really good stuff felt like it was accidental, but like, it was kind of, I don't know, I guess I'd put everything there. I mean, obviously letting the actors film it all, like, I wanted to do because it added some authenticity to it, but obviously it means that I had no control over what we were getting on camera. My favourite bit of that video is the part where Jack starts to tell Paz that she needs to be really careful about trolls and online stuff, and just Cheryl's face in that moment is amazing. Like, just this look of sort of defeat. But yeah, I should possibly be worried about the fact that that was sort of accidental and not I mean, not on Cheryl's part, but on my part. That whoever had the camera then, Beth, I think, captured it, but because I'd given people direction on what to do, but I hadn't. With the camera, I was just like, yeah, just pass it around, it'll be fine. Yeah, but that I still, like, I got everything I needed from that video, and like, it was a bastard to edit because it was so long, but like, we got there and I'm really happy with it. I'm trying to use this time to figure out what to do next. I have actually been working. This is my structure for the next 20 episodes, and I've kind of been taking ideas for like existing ideas for episodes. I've kind of marked in all the big beats that happen, putting all these existing ideas and kind of figured out where they fit into it. Like, I think that was the part that was really getting tough for me. That was like, I had all these big ideas, I had all the people I wanted to bring in as well, but like, I just didn't know when they were going to come in and how it would fit into it, and like, I think I've kind of figured it out now. There's another, the sort of key to it is sort of become, and I've kind of made it this, but like, I really want to do Somewhere in the City this year, because I feel like if we're going to have like the kind of climax of a YouTuber's story, it makes sense to do it at Somewhere in the City. But whether we can actually pull it off and organise everyone to be there and stuff like that is a different matter. But I've got some, yeah, I've had some really good ideas about what we can do there, and it really fits into the story, and it's kind of, in a way, shaped the story. Like, the story, it's still the same story and all the same things that I had in it, but like, suddenly with that as kind of the tentpole, I suppose, all kind of makes sense of the rest of it. So yeah, so that's been really good. I just need to write the thing now. I mean, I think every episode has like a draft version, and I just need to sort of firm some of those up, and I really want to get all 20 episodes actually written so I can give that to everyone. It's not going to happen. I'm going to try my best. Yeah, so that's it. I guess I just want to say that I am sort of taking a break, but that I wanted to show that I've been drawing on a piece of paper, so as proof that I am still working on it. Because in the background I've been working on this other script as well, which I hope to have finished by now, but it's really difficult. Like, I sort of hope, the thing that's been interesting about Paz and interesting about the other scripts I've been working as well, is they've been really difficult. I was working on like commissioned projects and things. Mostly it was sort of easy. I mean, the difficult part was dealing with the people, but like, you know, it was like, oh, it's a straight A to B action film or gangster film or whatever, and I can do that. Like, I know the points to hit and the formula and so on. Both of these projects, the Paz and this other project, which kind of hopefully will feed into Paz, they're just really difficult, and I think that's good. Please do keep an eye on Twitter especially. If you follow Paz versus stuff on Twitter, she's gonna. I mean, that's kind of how I'm gonna get over this break, is by her being active on there, and so she won't go away. She just won't post a video for a while. In the meantime, her nemesis Pigman is still posting videos. I posted one recently. He's kind of quite hard to find. You can find him through Paz's videos because he comments on some of those. In fact, I think he linked. If you go on the last Jack video, Pigman linked to his latest video in the comments in there, and I'm pretty pleased with it. It's I think it's the most messed up one. Yeah, so check out that as well. Pigman might post some more stuff between now and end of May, when we're hoping to start filming Paz videos again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.